Hello. Now in this video we want to start with Twitter by building a winning profile, and so we're looking at Mary Smith. Mary Smith is probably one of the top, as you can see here, even by her profile, that she really is one of the top 10 social media influencers. In particular, she has built her following on Twitter, and so you can start by looking at one of the elements of a winning profile, and one is definitely that you have an engaging background to your profile. And so you want to either brand this, or you want to make sure that you know what you want to say, whether or not you're trying to build credibility, or you're trying to drive attention to what you are offering. So you want to take advantage of all of the real estate that Twitter gives you. In particular, you're going to take advantage of this profile area. You're also going to get a chance to put an image there. Now, you want to take a personal image or personal photograph and use it there. Why? Because Twitter is personal. So we want to start with a personal photo. We want to start with this background image, and then you're also going to get real estate over here. Now, Mary Smith does not use it, but you can take advantage of that real estate by making sure that you give people your website, that you give people what you are doing, and you want people to be engaged by what you are saying here in the margins. Now, I'm going to take you inside of a profile so that you can see where you're going to upload these things. Now you want to make sure that your profile is completely filled out and that it's filled out directing people to either your website or blog or the offer that you're promoting. I would suggest that you send people to your website or blog because Twitter is based on relationship development. Now you want to make sure that your profile is as personal as you can get it. Therefore, you are going to want to make sure that your header is in place and that you're either, once again, branding your business or branding your offer. Second, a personal profile. Third, you're going to want to make sure that the website that you're using does have a link back to your site or wherever you want people to go. And now what you want to make sure also is in your bio is that you take advantage of that to put any additional links that you want to place in there, which you were allowed to do. Now, if you want to connect things with Facebook, you can. That is not necessary, and that's not necessarily always going to lead to your being able to make more money. So once again, make sure that your profile is completely filled out. Use the bio area to put links there if that is what you want to do. In some cases, you will not want to do that because you want to keep people singularly focused on one offer. Now, the next thing we're going to do is take a look at the design area. Now, you're going to get the opportunity to upload your own custom design image. Now, what is suggested that you do is, rather than design one here or even customize your own, it's very simple to go to Fiverr and have one designed. And so you want to have one designed, once again, based on what you are branding. In particular, when you're trying to make cash, you want to stick to really driving people and getting people focused on the website where your offer is going to be. So you can actually have, depending on what your resources are, have several of these designed, and then you want to start testing which background is going to give you the most traffic back to your offer. What you want on Twitter is to have people who are watching your tweets who are interested in the offer that you have. So you're probably interested in, how do I find those people? Well, that's pretty easy on Twitter. There is a search area, and you're going to search two things. You're going to search your subject or your keyword. In particular, if you were doing dog training, you would just type that in. And what's going to happen is you're going to find several people, or you're going to find people who are interested in dog training. And you're going to have people who have those in their title. Now, once you actually have Twitter return some tweets to you and return some people that are interested in that subject, here's what you're going to do. Now, in particular, the key to being successful when you do a search like this is not necessarily following the people who have dog training in their title, especially if that's what your offer is in. You want to follow the people who are following these people in dog training. So in particular, you want to make sure that you click in dog training care, and you want to find out who is actually following them, because if they're interested in dog training, they'll be interested in your offer. So you want to click on the people who are following them, and Twitter will give you that. And now we have the people who are following this person who does dog training, and so we want to follow them in hopes that they follow us back. Now if they follow us back, then we have someone interested. Now here's where it comes back to: when you follow people here, you want them to look at your profile, and when they look at your profile, you want them to see that you are about dog training, right? So when they've already expressed an interest once, when they see your profile, you want them to see that you are going to be talking about dog training on your profile. That is really the key, is getting people who are interested. So you don't get the people who are talking about dog training. You want to get the people who are listening to the people who are talking about dog training. So you want to follow as many people as you can. Now there's a lot of published information about Twitter having following limits, and you're going to want to manage that part of it. That's kind of beyond the scope of this particular tutorial. Basically, what we want to make sure is that you start by getting the right people listening and watching for your tweets, and you do that by finding people who are listening to the people who are talking about the things you're going to be talking about. And we're coming back to Mary Smith's profile so that you understand what you're going to be tweeting and what you're going to be putting in your messages. First, what you're going to be putting in your messages is content that is going to be helpful to people who are listening about your subject matter. So just as Mary Smith is doing here, she's sharing helpful information, and she's actually answering people on a personal level. So if you're doing those two things, you're sharing things that are helpful to people, you're answering people on the personal level, when you start to tweet out what your offer is, you will find people will be inclined to listen to what you are saying. The key is getting the audience of people that are going to be interested in what you're sharing. And if you do that part first and you're sharing with them helpful information, when it comes time for you to start sharing your offer or giving them a reason to go back to your website, they're going to be willing to do that. One thing that you want to see here in Mary Smith's profile is the ratio of offers to helpful things that you're sending out. So let's take, for instance, here's something that's informational to her following. Here's a tweet that's informational to her following. Here's a tweet that's informational to her following. Here is a tweet that is about her mastermind. And then here is something else that's helpful. So you want to keep the ratio generally between 3 and 4 to 1. So 4 helpful posts or 3 helpful posts to 1 post that is self-promotional or 1 post to your offer. That is the ratio that you want to make sure that you are keeping, because you don't want people to associate you with being a spammer. So you want to do what you can first to gather the people who are interested in what you have to say and send out things that are going to be helpful to them. That means that you're going to have content either on your website, or you're going to have to be getting content from private label rights if you're not an expert in that subject. One thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure that you keep people engaged with photographs as well as videos. And you want to have photographs and videos in your subject matter. Now, Mary Smith's subject matter is social media, so she is showing herself at a social media conference. Now, does it matter in particular whether or not these people are, heavy hitters? Well, that does not matter as much as the fact that she is tweeting photographs of a social media event, and her specialty is social media. So as much as you can, you should be able to tweet out something personal with respect to you and your subject. This is what helps people, the people who are following you, to connect with you and listen to you when you actually tweet out an offer. This is another important aspect of working on Twitter. One of the things that you want to take note of is there, and this was talked about earlier in this video, you want to spend some time making sure that you are personally responding to individuals who contact you. Notice that there are conversations here, and you want to have those conversations with people who are contacting you on Twitter. Does this take time? Yes, it does. However, it is worth your time if you're going to be able to send out offers to people and you're going to be able to grow your following in order to get your offer in front of as many people as you can. Of course, you are going to be able to attract people that may not have your stated keyword, but may be interested in what you have to say anyway. And the way you're going to do that is you can really participate in conversations on Twitter through hashtags. And every time you use a hashtag, this hashtag is clickable and it is a conversation that people are participating in all across Twitter. So another one thing that you want to do is to make good use of your hashtags so that you are contacting people that are going to be interested in your subject matter. So once again, in summation, what you're going to be doing is first connecting with people who are connecting with you. You want to make sure that your profile promotes what you have to offer, and you want to make sure that you are interacting with people according to the ratio, as well as with hashtags. If you are doing this consistently, you will get the opportunity to get your offer in front of a growing number of people on a daily basis. Twitter is just like any other social network. You will need to be consistent, and you will need to be consistent on a daily basis. We certainly hope that this has been helpful for you in getting started generating cash on Twitter. Now, read below for a very special offer to take advantage of right now.
Welcome back to this video course where we will cover on how to advertise on Pinterest. By the end of this video, you'll know how to create amazing pins for your promoted pin, create a campaign to promote that pin. You can create campaigns for different seasonal moments, product lines, or to promote the same pin with different audience targeting. To do that, go to your business homepage, move your cursor over the plus button, and click on the Create Ad button. Then you'll land on a page that asks you to pick your country and currency. One thing you need to take note of is that promoted pins are only available in the US, the UK, and Canada. This means that you're not able to execute a promoted pin if you're outside of these countries. Select your country to proceed. Choose a campaign goal that suits your objectives. Next, name your campaign and start promoting. To take it one step further, create an amazing pin for your promoted pin. Here's how. First, you need to take note of the image quality that's uploaded. Choose one with high resolution and a good composition together with your product. You can use a photo editor to insert text overlay to deliver the message. Next is to add a clear and informative description to your promoted pin. A good description creates engagement and curiosity for people to click on it. One thing you need to take note of is that only indirect calls to action are allowed on Pinterest. For example, images that contain actual buy now buttons will not be approved. Also, your promoted pin should not contain sales and promotional messages such as 10% off or 5 for $15. To spark your inspiration, here are some examples. The pin on the left communicates a clear message in the form of a desired end result. In this case, it's how $3 brought 50,000 page views in just 3 days. It's a massive result for a small investment of $3. This raises curiosity for the readers to click on the pin to find out more. Another pin that has a high rate of sharing is pins that have ranks or organized information, such as this one on the right. You can insert in your product lines as one of the top 20, thus creating additional potential sales. Apart from a beautiful image, a good promoted pin also has a clear text overlay on the image to give more details at a glance. In short, don't be afraid of being creative and leveraging off the Pinterest community to grow your business. The audiences on Pinterest normally review and refer to their saved pins from time to time, especially when they're useful or add value or solve a problem in their daily life. Remember that as you're crafting your marketing campaign on Pinterest. Hello, welcome back to this video course where we'll cover tactics of organizing a Pinterest contest. You'd want to integrate this into your marketing plans because this is where you'll be in a position to generate more leads, raise brand awareness, and increase potential sales. There are two main things you're going to learn throughout this video course, which are the tactics of organizing a contest in Pinterest and using tools to manage your contest. Creating an engaging Pinterest contest is an effective way to reach out to your audiences. This is because a contest creates engagement, free mentions, and referrals about your brand, which adds to increasing your brand building effort and awareness. Here are 6 tactics to deploy in organizing a successful Pinterest contest. The first tactic is to pick a contest type. There are many types of contests you could have on Pinterest, and you must choose the one that matches your goal. If you want to gain more followers, hold a contest that asks people to follow you and share your pin in order to enter the contest. If your goal is to get feedback on your upcoming product line, create a board with your product and ask participants to leave a comment. In order to generate more traffic to your site, you must ask the participants to create a board, name it with your brand name, and pin their favorite product from your website. Next, if you want to get social proof, simply create a board that allows contributors and ask your followers to upload photos of them using your products as a testimonial. This instant credibility is the key in getting new customers. The second tactic, if you want people to enter your contest, it needs to be easy for them to enter. Just like a 3-step Facebook contest, where all they need to do is like, share, and comment, the same goes with Pinterest. Ask your audiences to like, repin, and comment. Next is to make your contest visually appealing. Upload a beautiful image together with clear instructions on a text overlay on how to enter the contest. And of course, you need to make sure your prize is attractive enough. Keep the needs and wants of your target audience in mind when you're developing the prize for your contest. The more appealing it is to your followers, the more participation you'll get. In most cases, it's a cash prize, a product offer, or a combination. Last but not least, when you run a contest on Pinterest, make sure you cross-promote it on other social media platforms. You can post it to your Facebook fan page, tweet it through Twitter, or post a blog article about it. Next up, I'll be introducing an essential tool to manage and organize your Pinterest contest. Wishpond is a third-party contest app that sets up your social contests and gets your contests ready for mobile. You can create a Pinterest contest within minutes, and the contest app makes it easy to create your contest with your own branding, colors, and voting gallery. Also, you're able to publish the contest anywhere. For example, you can run Pinterest contests on Facebook, Twitter, or your website, having it work perfectly on desktop, tablet, and mobile devices. Wishpond also displays contestants' Pinterest board in a gallery where users are able to vote and share their favorite pins, which includes options for email confirmation voting or like button voting. The possibilities are honestly endless, with new third-party apps being developed every other month or so. You have a lot of options to choose from. In our earlier modules, we spoke about brand building and keeping things consistent with your business niche. This applies the same here, where your contest would need to be consistent with your brand values and core identity. Here's a bonus tactic. Keep an eye out on potential cross-promotions during special events, holiday seasons, and other non-competing brands that you can ride and leverage. You'll be amazed at what sort of opportunities that there are out there. Welcome back to this video tutorial where we cover getting targeted followers on Pinterest. In this module, you'll learn how to be consistent by keeping to your business niche. It's important because when you're consistent, you spend less marketing effort to gain top-of-mind recall with your audience. It also helps greatly in your brand building effort. A strong brand has a higher perceived value in the minds of your customers. The first thing you need to take note of is that everything on your board must be related to your website and your brand. It needs to be consistent. For example, if you're selling fashion handmade jewelries, everything you share, pin or repinned, must be related with jewelry primarily. It's okay to pin topics and items that are associated with jewelry, as long as it doesn't dilute your core brand identity. Next thing is to follow active pinners on Pinterest. This is because you'll get a higher chance to get repinned and shared by following active pinners. Besides, following active people on Pinterest, you must be an active pinner yourself too. All you need to do is actively engage with other pinners by sharing and commenting. But of course, every account you follow and interact with must be relevant to your business. Let's take a look at some examples on how to maintain a good business account. From the slide, we can notice that followers in both picture A and B are very different. In figure A, there is no profile picture, no website, no description. And you'll notice that the board is not attractive at all. On the other hand, Figure B has included a nice profile picture, a website, and a description. Also, there are plenty of beautiful boards created in Figure B together with categorized titles. By comparing Figure C and D, we notice that both accounts created some good pins, but Figure D is more consistent in its niche. This is because the user in Figure D posted everything related with weddings, and they standardized their theme. As for Figure C, the pins are good on their own, but they lack consistency. It's clear that they're doing a business related to shoes, but their pins are a mix of shoes, clothes, and some other random pictures. And these will definitely confuse the followers, which is why pinning a business-related pin is so important. Besides boards, pins, and profile, another important thing to take note of is the description in the pin itself. In Figure E, there is no description along the pin, and there is no trigger. A useful or attractive description will be a trigger that persuades people to take action. For example, in Figure F, there is a call to action description saying that the girl knows what she wanted and that's why she made the choice. By having this type of description, it builds your brand awareness and also engages and influences readers to find out more. At the end of it, to get targeted followers, you must understand your core brand identity. You do that by diving deep into your own brand to understand what your brand is all about. You'd also need to do in-depth market research into your target audience. This covers areas like demographics, psychographics, and their needs and wants. Discipline is the key here. You'd be surprised as to how many brands out there got started with guns blazing, only to falter and lose the momentum in keeping the brand consistent. They end up standing for everything and promoting everything that dilutes the core brand identity. Consistent branding creates a community for followers to be a part of, and being a part of something is embedded in their basic human needs. Welcome back to this video course. In this video, we will go through optimizing your pins for greater exposure. In this video, you're going to learn three main things, which are the art of the pin, how to put your pin to work, and understanding Pinterest analytics. First of all, you need to know the art of the pin. Use high quality images and make sure that they are nicely composed and in focus. The best is to go for taller pins. This is because vertical pins look better on mobile and are much easier to read. Next is to have pins with multiple high-quality images. This is because it works well for pinners looking for information such as how-tos. Keep it to a maximum of 4 images so it doesn't look too crowded. Also, you need to make sure your pin is easy to read on mobile screens, which is why minimizing the amount of text on an image, the size and style of the text are important. Every pin should have a description that informs. The best descriptions are the ones that are positive and help people to imagine what they might do with the pin while also providing value-adding information. Write thoughtful and timeless copy because pins last forever. So you need to avoid descriptions that have timed promotional information. To encourage more pinning, you've got to make it easy to pin from your website and emails. This is because the more people that pin or repin your content, the more discoverable it becomes. You can also cross-promote your Pinterest account on Facebook or Twitter to gain more exposure. Lots of businesses highlight their most popular pins in physical stores. You can also include the Pin It button in your emails to make it easy for people to add their interested pins straight from there. Pinterest Analytics shows you which pins are most popular with pinners and which ones are driving the most traffic to your site. You can also see which boards your pin appears on, how the pins are described, and what people pin along with your stuff. All these insights are important, as it will help you to make smarter choices about your merchandising, product development, and marketing strategy. At the top of each analytics page, there's a graph that lets you see how things are trending over time, changes to your pinning strategy or website that will affect your Pinterest activity, seasonal trends that map to the activity on your profile. You're able to change your view by filter and sort your analytics to get more detailed views. Use the date picker to see the data for a specific time period. You can also sort your analytics by impressions, repins, clicks, and all time. Plus, you're able to use the All Apps menu to see analytics for different devices. Export data to look at trends and ratios between impressions, repins, and clicks. For example, it may help to see why a higher percentage of people are clicking on one pin over another. In order to save your data as a CSV file, click Export Data at the top of the page. Profile Analytics give you a look at the pin's condition from your profile, and it's best to switch between views in order to see the pins with the most impressions, repins, and clicks. You can see your top performing pins from your profile analytics. First one would be pins with high impressions, which means that people are actively looking for that particular content. You should continue adding similar pins to reach more prospects on Pinterest. Next are pins with high repins, which indicates that the content is interesting enough to share and save. In this case, pinning similar content from your website or other relevant sources to keep inspiring your audience is highly recommended. Pins with high clicks means that people want to know more about, take action, or buy that content. Add pins for similar things from your website to boost more referral traffic from Pinterest to your site. The all-time report is based on all data Pinterest has from the beginning of your account. This includes an assortment of metrics, and the first one would be your all-time most repinned pins. This will help you understand the content that your follower is most interested in sharing and saving. The second one would be best in search. These are highly ranked pins in search. You're able to improve the search quality rankings of your pins by writing clear and quality descriptions, using rich pins to categorize your pins, and making sure your entire pin links to useful websites. The last one is power pins. These are all-time high engagement pins, which is a combination of likes, comments, and sends. It helps you understand which of your pins have the most interaction of all time, which you can use to boost the value of your content. We're not done yet though. Join me in the next video. All right, welcome back to this video tutorial where we'll cover creating great pins for your Pinterest board. Throughout this video, you'll learn four main things, which are how to create informative pins, how to create compelling pins. Throughout the video, you'll learn four main things, which are how to create informative pins, how to create compelling pins, how to help people take action on their interests, and the top apps to use to design and beautify your images. Every pin needs to have a description that sets a context. The best descriptions are the ones that are informative and add value to your readers. While only about 75 to 100 characters of your description will appear in grid view, you can include up to 500 characters. Next is to offer instructions and information such as how-tos. Step-by-step instruction and tutorials help break down complicated projects and makes it easier for your readers to read and share the pin. This strategy works very well regardless of if you're a product or service-based business. If you're a restaurant owner, share simple recipes on Pinterest that would lead readers back to the main website where they can book a table at your restaurant to try new recipes. If you are a service or experience-based business, like a hotel, provide informative tips on how to keep linen clean and fresh or everyday shortcuts to help manage laundry and housekeeping. Be creative. A simple step to deliver persuasive information would be adding a clear text overlay. Text overlays can give pinners a snapshot of what the pin is about, especially when a pin's purpose isn't obvious from just the image. You need to make sure that you make the text a part of the design and large enough to read easily on mobile or in a grid view. Also, you definitely need to minimize the amount of text in an image. Next is to create compelling pins. First, use high-resolution, professional quality photographs and illustrations. Do not use images that are poorly lit, blurred, distorted, or appear amateurish. Also, you need to take note on the color, contrast, and lighting. Make sure your pins are able to express the features of your product correctly. Size and shape do matter. Pins look best when they are vertically oriented. I recommend an image aspect ratio of 2 to 3 or 1 to 3 to 5 and a minimum width of 600 pixels. Pins get cut off in feeds if the ratio is greater than 1 to 3 to 5. So make sure the image is not too tall. For example, an image that is 600 pixels wide should be between 900 pixels and 2100 pixels in height. Also, you need to pay attention to your composition. Do not use more than 4 separate images in a pin. Images should have a focus or a clear theme, not just an assortment of random images of your products. Adding too many images in one pin only creates confusion when people look at it. Helping people to take action on their interests that are in line with your business can sometimes be a challenge. However, there are 3 simple steps which you can take to persuade and influence your target audience to take action. Are you ready? The first would be link out of your pin to places or websites that help people. For example, a recipe pin should lead to the real cooking instructions, and a product pin should lead to where a pinner can make the purchase. All of these, of course, would be kept within the context of growing your business. So if you run a restaurant, for example, you would want the link out of the pin to lead to your restaurant. You could also consider having a cross promotion with another business nearby that would complement and add value to your product as well. For example, a bookstore could do a cross promotion with a nearby coffee shop. Coffee and books go well together, especially when there's good coffee. Viewers that come from Pinterest to respective businesses can read and enjoy a cup of coffee at a discounted price. The second is to make your pin a rich pin when possible. Rich pins have extra details like price, availability, or ingredients right on the pin, so people can do more with their pins. This would help your audience make decisions faster and qualify your customers easier. You would want to tend to people who are your customers instead of spending resources, energy, and time dealing with people who are not going to buy from you. All right? The last thing is to avoid time-sensitive information. Pins last forever, so steer clear of including words like new that will not always be relevant. For example, you should not write this in your description. This weekend only. Buy one Oxford and get the second one for half price. Here are 2 recommended apps to design and beautify your images. The first one is Pixlr. It is a free photo editing app that comes with tons of features and effects. You're able to edit your photo like a pro and add awesome effects to create stunning images. The next would be PIP Camera. It provides beautiful magazine-like templates that are appealing and eye-catching. Also, PIP Camera provides beautiful collage templates too, making editing multiple images into a collage an easy task. In summary, your pins need to grab attention through quality design and good copy. This is because Pinterest is image-driven, and I recommend investing a little bit more time and resources in creating beautiful images. The thing is that if it doesn't cut across all the noise of the thousands and thousands of pins on Pinterest, it won't get noticed or clicked on by readers, which then results in a potential loss on leads and sales. You'll learn more in the next module. I'll see you there. Hello and welcome to this video course. In this video, you'll learn how to grow your business through Pinterest. In this module, we'll go through 5 main things, which are: what is Pinterest? What you can do with Pinterest, types of rich pins, knowledge about promoted pins, how to create your business account. Social networks like Facebook and Twitter are often the go-tos for businesses and brands, and many companies will also benefit from the visual aspects of a platform like Pinterest. A pin is an image or video that people add to Pinterest. People add pins directly from websites or apps using the Pin It button. Any pin can be repinned, and all pins link back to their sources, which is how you can get referral traffic. Also, people organize pins into collections called boards and share their boards with others. The same pin might be added to lots of different boards across lots of interests, making boards a great place to discover new stuff. People can follow all of someone's boards or just the ones they like best. As they discover and follow more pinners and boards, their feed becomes more relevant and personal to their interests. So how is Pinterest able to help your business grow? There are 3 main things Pinterest can do for you. The first one would be to drive traffic to your website. All pins that you find on Pinterest will link back to their original websites when you click on them. Next is to create engagement with pinners. You can create engagement with a beautiful pin, useful description, and also be an active pinner yourself. Holding a Pinterest contest is also a good way to create marketing engagement for your brand. The last one would be you can do an indirect sales to urge people to click on your pin. Why indirect? This is because you're not allowed to put an actual call to action button on your pin. If you do so, your pin will not get approved. Besides normal pins, Pinterest also offers a feature named Rich Pins for you to categorize your pins. Rich pins are a special type of pin that is more straightforward and informative. It includes detailed information rather than just plain images. There are 6 types of rich pins that you can find on Pinterest, which are place pins, article pins, product pins, recipe pins, movie pins, and app pins. Place pin allows you to create a map with the content you share. In order to enable place pins, all you need to do is check off the Add a Map option when you create or edit a pin board. An article pin is very useful because pinners can automatically see the article's headline, author, and a story description. It makes it more searchable and distinguishable from other content on the platform. Next up, a product pin shows where the product you are pinning can be purchased, the current price, and a direct link to the product page or website. Plus, product pins' prices are constantly updated. In Pinterest, you can find any recipe that you can imagine on the site, and recipe pins take sharing food on Pinterest to a whole new level. Unlike regular pins, recipe pins show pinners important information such as specific ingredients, cooking duration, and even serving info. Movie pins help the Pinterest community to learn more about new and upcoming movies. It also includes the essential information about the movie such as ratings, cast members, and reviews. Think of it as an online movie directory in which you can save information about your favorite movies, categorized and organized, and then share them with the community. App pins help the Pinterest community to discover more relevant apps, and it can be done without ever leaving Pinterest through the app pin. It's similar to the rest of the pins, but helps to pin apps. This is available for iOS in the United States. You can also advertise on Pinterest using a promoted pin. It functions like a paid ad And you can advertise to your audience by location, demographics, devices, and even interest. It runs on cost per click basis, and we'll cover more on this in our later videos. Depending on what business you're in, the strategy which you can use it for is to organize your marketing collaterals of your brand and create a pin that can be easily shared across social media. Your marketing collaterals, of course, cover things like articles, infographics, products, services, and images, just to name a few. When you finished pinning them, promote it across your target audience and watch them get consumed and share it by your audiences. And now we've come to creating your business account. All you need to do is just 3 simple steps, and you can have your very own brand and business. Step 1, click on the business button at the very bottom of the page, and then you'll be directed to the page shown here. Click on the Convert Now button if you already have an account. If you don't, just click on the Join as a Business button. Step 2, you'll reach a page where you're required to fill in your business name, insert your website, and also select your brand name. After you've filled out the form, click on the Convert button to proceed. Lastly, you'll land on a page as shown in the figure, and this is how your business dashboard looks. We've reached the end of the first part in building and expanding your business on Pinterest. In summary, there are multiple things which you can do on Pinterest to grow awareness and create engagement with your brand. The main aim, however, is to create a pin board that has value, captures interest, and has viral capabilities, which would persuade and motivate your target audience to share with their friends. And we'll cover more on this in our next videos. Welcome back to this video course. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to hold an Instagram contest to gain more exposure. By the end of this video course, things that you'll learn are how to choose a proper contest type and using tools to manage your contest. Instagram contests are a great way to get people talking about your business and increase your followers. If you've ever thought of running Instagram contests, here are some great tools and tips to run a successful contest. If you're planning to run a promotion or contest on Instagram, you'll have to decide what type of contest to run, how it will operate, and how users can participate. Here are 2 different types of Instagram contests to consider. The first one would be comment on the post contest. This is a popular type of Instagram contest where you ask users to comment on your post. For example, you might ask the audiences to share their experience or story on the comment box, and you'll choose the most unique one to win. Another type of Instagram contest is to ask audiences to post their own photo. For this type of contest, you ask fans to post their own Instagram images along with the contest hashtag. Make it clear to fans which hashtag they should use to participate. And of course, your hashtag should be unique and extremely distinguishable. An exclusive contest hashtag makes it easier for you to find them and lets you know who's entering the contest. For example, Sephora is running an Instagram contest on Christmas, and they're giving out Kat Von D's lipstick. Fans are required to hashtag Kat Von D Sephora giveaway. This is how you make good use of a unique hashtag. Because Instagram has made it clear that they won't be associated with or help support any contests on the platform, all of the tools available for managing contests are from third-party companies. Here are 2 to consider. First up, let's take a look at Gleam. Gleam's contest platform makes it easy to host a contest on Instagram and comes with a ton of helpful features. The company boasts an average of 4 actions per user in their competitions. The interface is easy to use and straightforward, featuring a dashboard with current and scheduled competitions. It allows you to specify start and end dates for your contest, set terms and conditions, and add age restrictions. Additionally, you can offer other ways to participate, choose what actions users need to take, and specify the number of winners. Gleam allows you to place a widget on your blog to encourage users to enter the contest. You can also capture lead information from users, such as name and email address. Next up, Woobox offers hashtag photo sharing contests where you designate a specific hashtag fans must use. Woobox features cross-platform integration and it's mobile compatible. You have the option to set an age restriction, manually approve entries, limit the contest to 1 entry per customer, and collect valuable lead information. You can try Woobox for free. However, with upgraded plans starting at $30 a month, you'll get more features, including a higher participant threshold, more brand pages per account, and more apps and contests. Look, growing a business is never easy. You've got to have what it takes to make it happen. A determined mind, the amount of time spent, and the level of effort you've given will all be paid off at the end of the day. But most importantly, you got to have the passion and have faith in everything you do, not just for your business, but every single thing in your life does matter. Believe in what you can do. Brace yourself. You're ready to shine. All right, that's the end of the Instagram series for this video training course. Thanks for your attention, and I hope to see you again in my next video. Welcome back to this video course. In this video, you learn how to personalize your Instagram profile to attract prospects. Before I begin, let's go through what you'll learn by the end of this video. techniques to personalize your Instagram feed creatively, and tools to help you with that personalization. In your profile, you'd want to take care of the first impression that you create with your public audience as they're going through your Instagram feed. It's from your public audience where you get potential prospects who then find out more about your products or services and then turn into customers and give you sales. In real life, it takes 7 seconds for a first impression to happen. It's pretty fast. Online, however, it only takes 3 seconds or less. So the first step in creating a great impression on your Instagram feed is to standardize your photo sizes. You can do this by selecting only one type of cropping. A feed with different sized cropped photos only makes your profile look messy and inconsistent. So take a look at these photos here. This is exactly what your prospect is going to see if you have a messy Instagram feed. And this is why standardizing your Instagram feed is such an important step to take. Also, you need to be careful with your consistency. Choose only one type of cropping. From the slide, there are 2 ways you can choose to post your photo, either by cropping it or leaving it the same size. Unless the intention is to upload full-sized landscape and portrait photos and you don't want the photo to be cropped. In that case, use the No Crop app available on Google Play or the Apple App Store. The example shows 2 types of standardized Instagram feed. You can choose the one that best suits you. You can get really creative in creating an Instagram feed by uploading your photos in a grid style. What it means is that you crop a photo into multiple photos of the same size and post them one by one on your Instagram, as you see in the waterfall above. You can also integrate it into your marketing launch by adding a hint of mystery as you reveal your latest product using this method. It creates curiosity and encourages your audience to click through and find out more. It's best for you to stick with at most 2 sizes in your feed. The best grid sizes are maybe 3x3 or 2x2. The example shows 2 different gridding sizes, which are 3x2 and 2x2. Different gridding sizes communicate different design and feelings. Our top recommended app to use for creating a grid effect is called Instagrid. It's available for download on Google Play and the Apple App Store, and it's very simple to use. When you've downloaded the app, select the photo you want to grid, select the ideal size that you want to post, and then it automatically posts to Instagram. Hello and welcome to this video tutorial where we cover optimizing your Instagram photo to increase viewership. In this module, we're going to learn 2 main things, which are the technique of taking beautiful photos of an object or person, and how to edit your Instagram photos with a photo editor app. Instagram is an online mobile photo sharing site where users can take pictures and share them either publicly or privately on the app. In April 2012, Facebook acquired Instagram for $1 billion US. Instagram then grew by 23% as a result. There are as many as 500 million active users every month as of June 2016, and it's not going to stop there. This would indicate that Instagram is here to stay for the long haul. As Instagram is a photo-driven sharing app, the strategy here is to get as many views on your uploads as possible, and this is done primarily through optimizing your photo. Normal and bland photos do not quite do it these days because everyone is doing it and audiences get desensitized. A normal bland photo could easily be ignored and overlooked just by scrolling through. Photos need to be taken creatively and have visual pop to cut through the noise created by other photos. This is achieved through photo optimization. So first, let's cover taking product photos. The most important part is to understand that photos are used to communicate your idea and your message, be it your brand message or your campaign message. For example, if your brand identity or the business that you're in represents fun, progress, and youthfulness, then you could consider posting photos of the beach, road trips, parties, and the like. Similar if your brand has the elements of authority, leadership, and poise. You should consider uploading photos of people in suits and ties, gala parties, wine, and other similar associations. The point is, you need to be sure of the 3 keywords that represent your brand or business to have these strategies and tactics work best for you. Now back to optimizing your photo. The first thing you need to take note of is the background. Find a nice and clean background for your product. Less is more. The purpose of having a background is to make your product stand out and grab the attention of your audience. It's okay to have a clean and simple background because the spotlight is on your product. Also, you can consider having contrasting colors as your background. For example, your product is bright yellow in color. A plain black or white background would be the best choice. You don't want to bombard your audiences with too many colors on their Instagram feed. Next is the composition of your photo. A good composition makes a huge difference in your photos. The first thing to take note of is the, quote, breathing space of your photo. Imagine if you walk into a storeroom that's small in size and packed with stuff. You'll definitely feel cramped as there's very little space for you to move around. A composition in a photo works much the same way. Leave sufficient, quote, breathing space in your photo so that your viewers get the message immediately unless cramped up photos are intended and may be part of your brand's expression. The way you place your product is important too. There are 2 ways that you can consider: organized or casual. In organized, place your products in the middle of the frame to make it the focus point. You may also consider placing your camera on top of your product to create a top overview. This is primarily used as a product profile shot. It's clean, neat, and has a simple background. In casual, it's an extension of organized, where you place the product in its natural setting and how it's intended to be used. For example, a product like a bed sheet is taken in a room, set up just like how it's supposed to be used. The tricky part is you don't want to overdo it and make it look messy. Different angles communicate a different feel in a product shot. High angle shots create a dynamic feel to a shot. Products that are tilted towards the camera create an inviting feeling, and products taken from above produces a modern and contemporary look. As a general rule of thumb, you can always use the, quote, rule of thirds for your photo composition. The rule of thirds is a technique derived from the use of early grid systems in composition. It divides a medium into 3 parts both vertically and horizontally, creating an invisible grid of 9 rectangles and 4 intersections. The primary element within a design is then positioned on an intersection of the grid. Next up are photo editing apps that will help you with designing and editing your photos. VSCO or VSCO is a favorite photo editing app. It contains hundreds of filters and settings that people are able to use to create a unique photo. There are 4 kinds of filters in VSCO with different settings that will bring your photo to the next level. First up is the analog filter named A4 in VSCO. This filter turns the color of your photo into a brown-like warm tone, giving it a vintage feel. Next is the mood filter called M3. This filter gives a hint of sepia tone to your photo and creates a nostalgic feel. It gives the illusion of your photos being captured from an old movie camera, and you can always adjust the setting to suit your objectives. If you're moving more towards a black or dark tone, this street etiquette filter, it pretty well does the job. It's called SE3 in VSCO, and it changes the photo into a darker shade, giving an intense feeling to your photo. The last filter that I'm going to introduce is called G3. It's a portrait filter. This filter gives a sunny, warm tone to your photo, and it's very suitable for outdoor photo shoots. Hello, welcome back to the video course. In this module, you will learn how to use LinkedIn ads to generate leads. Before we start, let's take a look at the simple breakdown of what you'll be learning. In this module, you will learn about the basics of LinkedIn ads, what it is, and why you should use it. I will also explain to you the 2 types of most commonly used LinkedIn ads, which are the sponsored content ads and the text ads. I will then guide you through how to create and use your own LinkedIn ads for your business to generate leads. So let's get started. What is a LinkedIn ad? LinkedIn ad is a self-service advertising platform where advertisers can deliver highly relevant and targeted messages to its audiences. LinkedIn ads can be very useful to gain high converting leads and help expand your business. Here's 2 main reasons you should use LinkedIn ads for your business. LinkedIn provides great targeting options. This includes the ability to target its audiences by their job title, employer, role, skills, and interests. LinkedIn profiles contain more details and up-to-date professional information compared to what people list on their personal profiles on other social platforms. This platform allows you to set up ad accounts whereby you can control the total advertising cost by setting a campaign start and also end date. This way you can estimate and plan your maximum daily budget. You have the choice to spend as little or as much as you'd like. It all depends on the allocated budget that you set. In addition, LinkedIn's self-service advertising platform has a similar concept to those offered by Google and Facebook. For example, it allows you to design different types of ads, create logical groupings, define bids for specific campaigns, and measure performance with metrics such as impressions, clicks, and conversions. LinkedIn's self-service platform offers 2 distinct ad types, sponsored content ads and text ads. While the 2 ad formats have some key distinctions, they're both similar in that they offer a complete bid and budget control, precise targeting, and content that can drive significant sales and leads for your business. The differences between the 2 are where they are displayed and how you create them. So what's the difference between these 2 ads? Sponsored content ads is commonly used for content that you can sponsor so that it appears in the newsfeed of your targeted audience. It's similar to newsfeed updates on Facebook. Sponsored content ad has the flexibility of boosting your content across all devices. It gets your message out on desktop, tablet, and mobile. Its advertising mechanism works by attracting new followers to your company or showcase page to reach just the right audience with precise targeting options. On the other hand, text ads appear around the typical web pages that people see while being on LinkedIn. They're similar text advertisement banners to what you would spot on your Facebook page, YouTube, or any other common websites. Text ads are extremely widely used as it can start generating leads within minutes. It is simple to use as you only need to add a compelling headline, description, and a 50 by 50 pixel image. You get to set your advertisement budget according to your preference, and you can measure your ads performance in Campaign Manager. So, how do you create your LinkedIn ads? In this step-by-step tutorial, I will be guiding you on setting up a sponsored update campaign on LinkedIn. To create a sponsored content ad, you'll need an account linked to your LinkedIn company page or showcase page to create a sponsored update. If you haven't already created an account, you can start by setting up a business account through the LinkedIn Campaign Manager. So once you've created a business account, head over to linkedin.com/ad/accounts to access LinkedIn Campaign Manager. You will then be landed on this page where LinkedIn greets you, "Welcome to Campaign Manager." Here you can choose to either use sponsored updates and text ads. In this tutorial, we'll be going with sponsored updates, so select the first option. Then you will be required to create an ad account for the campaign. To create an ad account, you will need to set up a company or showcase page. You can easily create it within your LinkedIn account, whereby it only takes a couple of minutes to fill in the required information, and you're done. Then add in some basic account information for your new campaign, your company name, your account name, and select your preferred currency. So now you'll be customizing your campaign, whereby you need to enter a name for your campaign as well as a desired language. Then it's time for you to move on to the content selection and creation for your campaign. LinkedIn will offer a list of available contents where you can browse, choose, and determine what content you'd like to sponsor. Campaign Manager enables you the choice to either sponsor existing updates or create a new sponsored update. If you already have an existing update of your own that you'd like to boost, select the corresponding checkbox and click Next. And then, if you'd prefer to start from scratch, just select Create New Sponsored Content and follow the instructions. Moving on, you'll be prompted to customize the target audience and location of your preference. You need to determine whom you want your content to reach. LinkedIn Campaign Manager enables you to choose from a number of targeting criteria such as location, job title, company name, member age, etc. Then lastly, you have to set a budget and duration for your campaign. You're allowed to select one of two different bid types, CPC, which stands for pay when someone clicks on your ad, or CPM, which stands for pay when someone sees your ad. And from there, the Campaign Manager will suggest a bid and daily budget. You can also customize the start date of the campaign as you like. And you're done. Simply click and launch your campaign. After launching a sponsored update campaign, you can track its progress in the Campaign Manager homepage under the Sponsored Updates view. Here's a sample of how the dashboard looks. You can track performance metrics, turn campaigns on and off, adjust bids, and make changes to the targeting criteria. You can also track the success of each update and test different formats until you found the one that best suits your business. Well, this is the end of the video course. Thank you for following the modules, and I wish you all the best in bringing your business to the next level with LinkedIn. Hello and welcome back. In this video, we'll go through strategies on getting targeted followers on Instagram. By the end of this tutorial, you'll learn ways to get targeted followers for your business and tools to help you get targeted followers. First of all, you need to know how to make good use of hashtags. While hashtags originated on Twitter, it quickly became an integral part of social media in general. Today, the density and frequency of Instagram hashtags are much greater than on Twitter because companies have realized that the success of an Instagram marketing campaign depends a lot on proper hashtagging. Every time you upload your Instagram content, you can customize your post with short messages and hashtags. The message and hashtag, of course, has to be relevant to your business and brand core identity, and best if it communicates your brand values as well. This is to keep things consistent and build brand awareness amongst your followers. When you hashtag your Instagram uploads, it helps to organize your images and video content so that it becomes accessible to your followers in the future. It also creates its own individual story. How? Well, when an accompanying hashtag is clicked on in Instagram, it'll bring up all the photos that have been hashtagged with the same word, creating a unique visual storyboard. Brands and businesses can leverage this by keeping the hashtags to be the same as their core values and identity. For example, if your brand embodies the values and the spirit of adventure and travel, you can put a unique hashtag that personifies your business. Another example would be if you're selling fashion on Instagram, you would definitely want to hashtag OOTD or OOTN, which is widely known as Outfit of the Day or Outfit of the Night, respectively. To assist you in getting more targeted followers, you can consider Target Grow. It's a tool that targets followers for your Instagram account. All you need to do is enter hashtags relevant to your business, and Target Grow will identify quality targets and enable engagement. New prospects gain awareness of your business and follow you, so you can engage and convert them. Target Grow has a smart targeting system that tunes itself to suit your goals. Plus, the smart algorithm identifies the influencers and intenders most relevant to your business. In this way, you're able to gain followers followers and prospects to increase word of mouth and, of course, your revenue. Hello and welcome to this video course. In this module, you'll learn how to use Instagram ads to generate more leads. Before I start the chapter though, let's go through the outline of this tutorial, which is that you'll learn the types and formats of Instagram ads, and you'll learn about how to create ads that stand out. Businesses now have the option to not only increase brand awareness, but also to increase website visits and offline sales through Instagram ads. There are 3 types of sponsored Instagram ads: image, video, and carousel. All 3 include a clickable Learn More button that directs followers to your website. Image ads are single photos that tell a story through images. This ad format is what launched the world of Instagram ads. Advertisers have the option to create sponsored posts featuring a product or service offered. It also has the option to include a call to action that redirects to the appropriate page of the business website. These can include phrases such as shop now, install now, sign up, learn more, and so on. What's really awesome about Instagram picture ads is that this option is open to all advertisers located in any country. In video ads, it's different from organic Instagram videos. In an attempt to develop a cinematic feel, Instagram has rolled out 60-second video ads, which you can shoot in either landscape or portrait format. These ads allow advertisers to persuade, influence, and sell to audiences visually. A carousel ad enhances your Instagram storytelling because it can include up to 4 photos. Retailers, car companies, and nonprofits have been at the forefront of this new ad product, and it works great for brands and businesses that sell multiple products. With Instagram's carousel ads, advertisers are able to showcase multiple photos within a single ad, as well as a link to the brand's website or webpage. And there are some great features that have been rolled out by Instagram to help advertisers and businesses grab attention and drive traffic. The first feature is, the image. In previous versions, images and photos shared on Instagram had to be cropped into a square format. And while that option is still available, the newer version now allows the use of landscape and portrait formats. These formats allow you to make your images taller or wider than the original square format, giving you better creative options for your images. You can now also use sponsored videos on Instagram. It's most successful when you capture engaging content that's relevant to the target audience. Instagram ads can be up to 60 seconds in length. Other recommended video specs include either MOV or MP4 format with a minimum resolution of 720 pixels and a widescreen aspect ratio of 16:9. To create an Instagram video ad, you can choose from a variety of objectives. To keep it simple, let's look at the video views objective. When you choose a video for the visual portion of your ad, you'll be asked to upload a video, browse your library, or upload several images to create a video slideshow. Once you've chosen your video, select the image you want to show when the video isn't playing, which is before the video starts and after it ends. You can also upload an SRT file to create video captions. The dimensions of the video you upload are important. If your video doesn't fit the dimensions of Instagram, the ads manager will instruct you to change it. Make sure to preview the video before you run the ad and update the text if you need to. Hi, and welcome back to this video tutorial. In this video, you'll learn about how to optimize your Instagram posts to engage with your audience. By the end of this module, you'll learn how to structure your Instagram posts, create content with value, and what effective tools there are to help manage your posts. A good Instagram post is more than just snapping a photo, applying a filter, and posting it to your newsfeed. To create an engaging Instagram post, it needs to be crafted and consistent with your brand values and core identity. For example, if you're selling a coffee-related product, you can consider uploading profile shots of the different types of beans, and for each, the unique taste, color, and texture. You could also upload shots of the different types of coffee beverages like a latte, a cappuccino, a chocolate mocha, an espresso, and even various coffee art. Take it one step further by bringing your audience on a journey where you tell them your brand story through the photo caption. Continuing with the coffee example, it would be the story of the origins of the coffee from bean to cup. Here you can take Instagram photos of the process of harvesting a coffee tree, its export, and right up to the barista serving the cup of coffee. Why this is interesting and engaging is because it offers a one-of-a-kind, behind-the-scenes journey for your audience. It's a journey that they can take from the comforts and convenience of their mobile phone. There are peak times to post, and scheduling apps and tools make it much easier. The first one would be Schedugram. It offers a free 7-day trial, and plans start at $20. Schedugram is a great scheduling tool that allows you to upload single or multiple images at once, and you can choose bulk video if you're uploading video. Also, you're able to edit the images with different filters and post them either immediately or schedule them for a later time. You also have the option to receive an email notification once your content has been posted. The best thing about Schedugram is that it automates every pre-scheduled post and then posts them on your behalf. You don't have to worry about not receiving any reminder because Schedugram manages it for you. Next is Hootsuite. Many businesses and marketers are already using Hootsuite to manage their social media activity. Hootsuite's Instagram account management options allow you to schedule posts via the Hootsuite mobile app. You can cross-post the same content on other social media sites like Facebook or Twitter. Hootsuite allows you to upload content and schedule it for multiple platforms at once. It's a great tool to consider if you're looking for a more inclusive, all-in-one management dashboard for multiple social media sites. The best time to post on Instagram is between 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Monday through Friday, according to Hootsuite Analytics. And though there are no hard and fast rules on the best time to post, it's recommended that you test it out and track your audience's responses. Hello, welcome to this video course. In this video, you'll learn how to grow vast business connections. Before we start, let's take a look at the simple breakdown of what you'll be learning. I'll be guiding you through using LinkedIn groups to expand your network. You'll learn what a LinkedIn group is, why you should use it, how to join, how to identify a good group, and what to do after joining it. First of all, what is a LinkedIn group? LinkedIn groups consist of a pool of people with certain things in common. For example, location, expertise, industry, special skills, interests, and more. By correctly utilizing these groups, you widen your network effectively on a great scale. Joining relevant and useful LinkedIn groups will be your most essential tool for driving high converting leads. However, many do the common mistake of joining specific groups that are only related to their industry or expertise. Yes, it's probably the first thing that comes to your mind to join a group related to what your business is selling. However, this is not where you'll find your ideal clients. Rather, may I put it this way? You won't make the cut because the groups will be full of your peers and competitors. So unless you're outstandingly above your peers and competitors, it's best to survey and research closely on the groups you're planning to join. Aim for groups that have more demand than supply. That way you'll stand a better chance to gain interest from the group members. So how do you join a LinkedIn group anyway? To find groups, go to the search bar up here in your homepage. Hover over the icon that has 3 lines, select groups from the drop-down box. Then you can type in your keywords in the search bar to find your ideal group to engage with. You need to narrow down your search by adding a keyword that's relevant to your target market. If you're networking with business owners, simply add the word business or entrepreneurs. It'll help targeting your search to add a more ideal pool of prospects. So, how do you identify what is a good LinkedIn group? There's regular discussion going on. This goes to show that the group members are active and engaged. There will be potential clients in there because there's demand. The quality of discussions. Are the discussions in the group spam-like and not systematic, or is it full of discussions with useful content? This will help you identify if the group members are potential clients or not, as well as aiding you in researching what's in demand and if you can offer your expertise to engage with them. The most popular job function in the group is your target market. For example, you want to see business as the main function in the group statistics if you're targeting business owners. This should serve as an indication of a quality group when you search for a group to join. So what should you do to expand your network after you've joined a good LinkedIn group? Once you join a new group, reach out to the group admin and ask, what would you like to see more of in your group? Here are some questions you can ask the group admin and try to offer the group. For example, is there anything you can share to the group that can offer value to the group members? This action is a good approach that will display you as a beneficial addition to the group as you appear to be active in involvement. In the long run, some group admins will likely let you share a good deal of your content in their group. It's also important to spend at least a week just going through reading and commenting on other people's threads. This will help you build connections with your ideal prospects. In discovery of potential clients, you should also be making connection requests and sending them in-mail, etc. Well, that's all for this module. The learnings of this module should help you gain larger and better business connections. You can refer to the previous module on ways to engage with targeted clients and apply on your effort to reach out for more connections through joining groups. I'll see you in the next one. Hello, welcome to this video course. In this video, you'll learn how to use LinkedIn to find targeted clients. Before we start, let's take a look at the breakdown of what you'll be learning in this module. I'll be teaching you how to use the 3 functions of LinkedIn to gain targeted clients. You'll learn how to use the connections tier to develop engagement. Then, utilizing introductions, you'll put yourself out there in the deep end of potential clients. You'll also learn how to utilize advanced search to gain more leads. So how can you develop engagement with potential clients on LinkedIn? You can use the Add Connections function. Click on the My Network tab and click Connections. Then click on Add Connections. When you reach the next page, simply key in your email address and LinkedIn will automatically suggest your profile to related users. By using the Connections tier system, you can even get in contact with people that you're not directly connected to. First connections are the people who are directly connected to you, while the second connections are people who are directly connected to them. And of course, the third tier connections or third connections are those directly connected to your second connections. This tier of connections allows you to invite people to connect with you if they're the second connections. You can also request to connect with third connections depending on their privacy settings. So this system effectively enables you to connect with almost anyone that you might want to get in touch with to have serious business conversations. And the more first connections you have, the more easily you can connect with others. Here are 3 tips to improve your LinkedIn connections. Send them messages on a weekly basis. This is the most straightforward way to connect with your people on LinkedIn. It's personal and engaging because it reaches that person directly. Start off with a simple introduction and make sure you include something that sparks a common interest with that person to increase the likelihood of them participating in a conversation. Other than that, you can ask them for an expertise request. This way, you can build a connection where it's based on how that person's expertise can aid you, and you could potentially offer them some help as well. A connection built on intellectual ground and professional favors can be a very strong starting point. From there, you can expand your interaction and connect with them on other social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram. Check out our other modules on using Facebook, Instagram, and other social media platforms for more info. Next up is utilizing introductions. When you don't seem to be connecting with a prospect even after using the previously mentioned techniques, the best thing is to send them an InMail. InMail is a function that allows you to send a private message to anyone on LinkedIn, regardless of whether you're connected to them or not. It's like sending a cold email or sending a private message to someone you're not friends with on Facebook. So here's where you can introduce yourself via InMail. Inquire for your needs or propose your offer to engage with prospects. You can also search through recommendations to find more prospects. Search for people who have just given or received a recommendation, because you'd stand a better chance to succeed in an introduction to people like them. Many have been said to have higher success in approaching people as such because of the ongoing positive association that was made earlier. In simpler words, when people are feeling positive in promoting others, they are more open and welcoming to accept your invitation. Lastly, utilizing advanced search to search for high converting leads. Advanced search is one of the most useful and effective functions of LinkedIn. It allows you to search LinkedIn for anyone on a vast amount of criteria, even if you don't know exactly who to expect to turn up in the search. Utilize the many criteria boxes LinkedIn provides you and narrow down your search in reaching the most ideal clients you want to engage with. Look for the advanced button right beside your search text box right here, and you'll be looking at an array of criteria you can use to narrow down your search. Here are 5 strategies to help you further customize your search to reach targeted prospects. Generalizing your search. If you're looking for your targeted contacts based on the company they work for, apply maximum focus on the title and industry fields to find your prospects. Narrowing your search. Apply heavy use on the keywords fields to narrow your search results when you need to reach people within a specific niche of an industry. Targeting specific individuals. Use primarily the company or keywords field plus the title field to help you find specific individuals in your targeted companies or industries. Helping your product or service sell itself. Searching for the customers of your clients can get those people interested about your product or service. This is a marketing strategy called the pull marketing. Pull marketing gets your clients customers demanding for your service, which in result will gain you sales from your client. Reaching out through service professionals. Search for consultants who are hired by your prospects by using the title and industry fields, or by choosing consultants, contractors, from the interested in drop-down list. Because LinkedIn might help you discover a shared connection or bond between you and these consultants, you can ask those consultants for help in reaching your prospects. Well, we've reached the end of this module. You've learned how to use LinkedIn to search for targeted clients. Head on to our next module to learn more about growing your connections bigger using LinkedIn. Hello, welcome to this video course. In this video, you'll learn how to establish your LinkedIn profile as an authority figure. Before we start, let's take a look at the breakdown of what you'll be learning. I'll be giving you the best tips on how to impress others on LinkedIn with a professional photo on your profile. Then I'll guide you how to make an eye-catching headline to secure prospects, as well as building a strong profile with power achievements, links to your work, and recommendations. These steps will increase your appeal and boost your credibility to your targeted audience. Your LinkedIn profile is essentially an online resume. It's a platform where you project your professional self. It's a widely agreed fact that recruiters generally skip profiles that don't have a photo on them. Why? Because a profile without a photo displays no identity and it lacks credibility. In a study conducted by The Ladders, an eye-tracking heat map shows that the first thing that catches people's eyes is your profile photo. People generally spend 19% of their total visit time looking at your photo. LinkedIn also stated that profiles in LinkedIn search results with photos are 7 times more likely to be clicked on than those without photos. It's important, obviously, to include a photo of yourself on your LinkedIn profile. So how do you make sure your profile photo really impresses? Here are 4 great tips contributed by various researchers and from professional recruiters and LinkedIn users. First off, choose a photo that looks like you in real life. The internet can be deceptive sometimes, and nobody likes being shown something only to find out later that it's not what was initially perceived or what they expected. In person, you have less than 7 seconds to create a positive first impression. But that's normally done through a handshake, eye contact, the way you dress, how you carry yourself, and your energy. Online, though, that window of opportunity is cut short. It's just 3 seconds or even less. In this short time, the other person forms an opinion about you based on your profile picture and the accompanying info that's presented to them. They'll evaluate you and form a perception as to whether or not they can trust you. They'll even decide whether or not you're friendly or if you're approachable, maybe even what kind of personality you have. This first impression is very important, and it'll help lay down the first layer of your credibility as a professional. So you need to make sure that you're making the right expression in your photo. Avoid making a straight face or a dull face. You might be wondering, is it appropriate to smile in a professional photo? Well, the answer is yes. A pleasant smile has been proven to stimulate positive feelings in new acquaintances and increase engagement as it portrays approachability. Dress as if you're going to work. Make sure what you wear depicts you in a manner that's appropriate for your field or your profession. Here's another quick tip for photography and standing out. Avoid wearing white colored tops as they make you look washed out or unnoticed among all the other profiles in search results. Use colors like black or blue or even orange. They're more soothing and inviting. Next up, I'll be teaching you about the most ideal position for your face in the photo. To draw focused attention, position your face at the center of the frame. Make sure that your face takes up at least 60% of the dimensions within the frame, as it's the ideal dimension that ensures maximum direct focus of the eyes on your face within the frame. Lastly, keep a clean and tidy background. This will avoid unnecessary distractions and keep the viewer's eyes focused on your face. The best color for your background would be white or light blue, because it gives a sense of clarity and professionalism. Now let's look at your headline. In LinkedIn, your profile headline is what defines you. It's who you are. That's what you do. And of course, a short and clear description of yourself. Here are 3 important principles of what you must include in your headline if you want to stand out. First up, explain who you are. What's your profession and what position you're currently holding? Then write down who you can help to solve problems. That is to say, who needs your assistance professionally. Lastly, explain how you can help them and how you add value to what they already normally see in professionals like you. Here's an example of what a good LinkedIn headline looks like. Notice how the headline includes the 3 principles we just talked about? This is how your headline should look. Let's head on to your summary field in the profile. Here's where you fill in your abilities, profession, and achievements to tell people what you're capable of and why they should engage with you. Write down your various job functions and make sure they're all solutions oriented. For example, I'm a professional recruiter and I've recruited 10 valuable employees that increased the company's sales by 10% within a month. Follow the structure of description when you list down your job functions and prepare an introduction paragraph for each experience item you list on your profile. You can also add media files like videos to further explain your achievements. This is a great way to increase interest and trust in you, as media files are generally more intriguing. The last step to strengthening your LinkedIn profile is by adding links and recommendations. Make use of the 3 URLs you're allowed on your profile and link to it. You should include links in your profile which lead viewers to relevant sites that showcase your work. For example, if you have a work-related blog or online portfolio, insert the link in your profile. This will further display your ability and professionalism to your prospects, and they'll be able to see for sure what you're capable of and know exactly how you can help them solve their problems. Recommendations, of course, are another great tool you can use to prove your professional claims and your value. Get your ex or current coworkers or supervisor to write about how well you work and what the great achievements are that you've accomplished around them. This creates concrete proof to support your claims on your profile. Well, these are the essential components needed to establish your LinkedIn profile as an authority figure. Follow these steps and you'll create a strong profile that can kickstart your journey to successful and fulfilling engagements on LinkedIn. But we're not done yet. Join me in the next module to learn even more. YouTube ads for high conversions. Before we start, let's take a look at the breakdown of what you will be learning. In this video module, I'll explain what is YouTube Ads, how it increases conversions, and I'll teach you how to use it step by step. So what is YouTube Ads? YouTube is a social media platform that has become highly effective revenue for reaching massive audiences through online advertising. How so? It has over 1 billion users, and people are watching 50% more video on the platform year over year. For online marketers and business owners, this is a huge opportunity to get in front of a large audience, a targeted audience, and expand the business branding to convert sales. YouTube Ads allow you to run paid ads on someone else's videos, as well as getting paid to let others run their ads on your videos. So how does it increase conversions? YouTube Ads can be used to increase your brand and product visibility, and this in turn translates into potential sales and revenue. Let's say that there's a highly anticipated video or a viral video that people are bound to watch, and because you are running paid ads, your advert appears before the video, and viewers who choose to watch it get to know more about your product, brand, or offering. And interested consumers will then click to know more and purchase your product or service. YouTube Ads enables two choices: to run your ads on others' videos or to let others run their ads on your videos. By running your ads on others' videos, you'll be gaining brand and product visibility, as your ads will reach a larger bunch of audience and increase awareness towards your business. On the other hand, letting others run their ads on your videos allows you to generate revenue as you're getting paid for the view count. The more audience that watches your videos, the more they get exposed to ads, and thus the more you'll get paid because your video has helped generate brand awareness for others. Both ways work to increase your conversion rates, as monetization with YouTube Ads generally involves maximum audience engagement. By increasing your brand awareness and reaching out to large targeted audiences, you're boosting your percentage of conversions as well. Before we move on to learn how to use YouTube Ads, let's take a look at the types of ads available for your preference or selection that best suit your business. There are two types of ads on YouTube: the display ads and the video ads. Display ads on YouTube allow you to place your ads in videos where they'll appear alongside related YouTube videos or as pop-ups within YouTube videos. Below are the types of display ads that YouTube offers. Standard banner ad is similar to Google Display Ads, where it's available as a standard banner or rich media ad. Use bright and colorful images to grab your audience's attention and interest. In-video overlay ads are ads that appear as pop-ups with existing contextually targeted videos that are targeted by selected queries. URL inserted to the context can be clicked on, and users will be directed to destinations outside of YouTube. As for video ads on YouTube, here are the types of ads offered. In-stream video ads are ads that pop out when you're watching your YouTube videos. In-slate video ads are ads that play before your video starts. In-search video ads are ads that appear above or to the right of regular YouTube search results. In-display video ads are ads that appear alongside other YouTube videos. Now let me guide you through the steps to create an ad that will be shown on other users' content. Go to YouTube's advertising pages and click Get Started. Now you're ready to launch your campaign. The first step is to select which video you want to promote. Just find the video that you want to advertise, then copy and paste the video URL in this box. After you've selected your video, there will be a preview like this, so you can see how it will appear to other people who are watching it on YouTube after browsing the internet or finding it via YouTube search. Next, you need to enter the information for your text ad. Ad text includes the headline and 2 lines of description of how you would like to tell people what your ad is about. The ad text and descriptions are extremely important when you want to grab a customer's attention. Be short and straight to the point. You'd want to key in punchlines that will increase engagement or click-through rates. Then choose a thumbnail you'd like to display to your audience. Then specify where you want to send your traffic when users click on the video or ad. You can decide if you want users who click on your ad to be sent to your YouTube channel or to your website. Next, you need to decide how much to spend and set your budget. You can opt for a daily budget and set a specific amount. Then choose a maximum click per view so you're not spending more, including more per view, than you want to. Next, you can choose a target audience if you want your ad to be displayed to specific targeted audiences. As you can see, the targeting criteria includes age, gender, web activity, and user interests. As you create your YouTube ad, you can find a small tab on the right side of your page. This is where you can see approximately how many video views that the budget you set will bring to you. And finally, now sign into your Google account and enter your billing information to pay for the ads. Then review your ads and submit them for approval. And you're done. You've now created your own YouTube ads. This is the end of the YouTube for Business course. I wish you all the best in bringing your business to a higher level with YouTube. Hello, and welcome back to the video course. In this module, you'll learn how to use featured content to increase your YouTube subscribers and views. Before we start, let's take a look at the breakdown of what you'll be learning. In this module, I'll explain what YouTube featured content is and how it helps you to increase your subscribers and video views. And I'll guide you through how to use this feature in a step-by-step screenshot tutorial. So what is YouTube featured content? Featured content in YouTube can be a video or a playlist. The purpose is to promote a new video to all of your audience. How does featured content help increase your video views and gain more subscribers to your channel? Well, it enables you to embed a chosen video or playlist across all of the videos on your channel and ensures that returning subscribers to your channel see your featured content first. Featuring a video on YouTube is like having free advertising for your other videos on your channel. You can choose to make any one of your videos or playlists appear as a banner on all your videos at any time you wish. You just need to customize which video and you set the time that you want it to appear and disappear. Other than that, by featuring a video across all your YouTube videos, you're also keeping your audience tuned in to your channel for a longer period of time. Tuned-in audiences often translate into engagement, which then increases the likelihood of top-of-mind recall when they think of the category that your brand is in. For example, if you're a chocolate brand and you do a video animation about chocolate or something related, whenever your audience thinks of buying a bar of chocolate, there is a likely increased potential that they would pick your brand off the shelf. Of course, this is not the sole driving purchase decision of consumers, but it assists in increasing the potential of sales to happen. Featured videos is where YouTube will be taking note of how many likes, comments, or views your video is getting, and it will rank you accordingly in their search engine results. So this means that the featured content can be used to increase your search engine ranking for your entire channel. Now let me show you how to enable featured content in your YouTube channel. First, go to your YouTube account dashboard, click on the person icon on the top right corner, then click on the Creator Studio button. Second, on the left column, click on the Channel tab. From the drop-down menu, click on Featured Content. Then select Featured Content. A dialog box like this will appear. Select the content that you'd like to feature from the available options. Let me briefly explain more about the two available options you can select from. Most Recent Upload is where you choose to automatically feature the most recently uploaded video in your channel. This means that YouTube will automatically feature the video that is most recently uploaded in your channel in the featured video slot. On the other hand, specific videos or playlists are where you can select any video or playlist you want to feature from your channel, or you can enter other people's YouTube video or playlist URL. So let's just say you choose to feature a video or playlist. You have to select an existing video from your channel that you want to feature. Then click on the Save button on the bottom right. You will then be looking at this customization of your selected featured content. There are three things you would need to customize. First is display time. You can choose and specify when exactly you want the featured content to appear within the current video time frame. As for optimized timing, if you decide to tick this box, YouTube will try to choose the best time to show your promotion based on past viewer behavior in each video. And custom message is where you can insert a message and it will appear alongside the featured content. When you're done customizing, simply click on the update button and you're done. Best idea is to utilize the customization options to promote and drive your marketing campaign. For example, you could use custom messages to put a link to your online store or a website and have visitors go through the sales funnel, or even put in marketing messages that promote 50% off a certain item. The possibilities are honestly nearly endless if you're being creative about it. Bear in mind that the content that you've selected will display consistently across devices in the bottom left corner and appear in What to Watch Next for subscribed viewers. It will also include a label with the video or playlist information that appears when you hover over the icon. We've reached the end of this module. Head on to the next one to learn more about YouTube for your business. Hello and welcome back to the video course. In this video, you'll learn how to make viral videos for ultimate branding for your business YouTube channel. Before we start, let's take a look at the breakdown of what you'll be learning. In this video course, I'll explain how YouTube's viewership is influenced by viral videos. You'll learn what kind of video content will make your video go viral. I'll also be providing you a couple of great strategies you can use to create your very own viral video to achieve massive branding for your business. YouTube is the second largest search engine on the internet. Nearly 1 out of every 2 internet users are on YouTube. According to YouTube statistics, 6 billion hours of video are viewed every month. And they recorded a 50% increase in just 1 year. This shows that YouTube's viewership covers a really huge scale of people on the internet. And how does that happen? Through viral video viewing on YouTube. 60 hours of video are uploaded every minute, or 1 hour of video is uploaded to YouTube every second. Over 4 billion videos are viewed a day. Viral video is what boosts YouTube's viewership every single day. So how do you determine if a video is viral? Why do some videos become wildly popular while others don't? Kevin Ayoka, YouTube's head of trends and culture, gave a talk on TED Youth on how videos go viral on YouTube. In this talk, he highlighted 3 things that make a YouTube video go viral. The first factor Ayoka mentioned was the tastemakers. What's a tastemaker? A tastemaker is someone famous that makes something unnoticed become famous also. Take this example. Rebecca Black's Friday became one of the most popular videos because Michael J. Nelson from Mystery Science Theater posted a joke about this video on his Twitter. Then a lot of people started talking about it everywhere on the internet. This sort of snowball effect, whereby a famous person shares a point of view and followers continue to share it with an even larger and extended bunch of audience, greatly accelerates the process of a video becoming viral on YouTube. Next, Ayoka mentioned about the common content of viral videos. It's the unexpectedness factor. Viewers tend to be more attracted to unexpected content within a video, as they find it interesting and intriguing. Viral videos like Rebecca Black's Friday and Nyan Cat with repetitive melody and motion, or even the Gangnam Style video by Korean pop star Psy. What scripts could you have written that would have contained anything related to these videos in it? YouTube is a platform where 1 hour of video is uploaded every second, and viral videos have one thing in common, which is video content has to be unique and unexpected in order to stand out among other videos on YouTube. Then Ayoka pointed out the most powerful factor of all, which is the participation from people all over the internet. What he meant by participation is the phenomenon where a certain topic or issue that just somehow is able to get everyone involved. Taking Rebecca Black's Friday as an example again, there's a crazy amount of more than 10,000 parodies of Friday on YouTube now. It's created a phenomenon where people all over the internet participated in the issue, which in this case is typically humor and joke. This is how community participation makes a video viral, because of the widespread involvement that gets more and more people to notice the existence of the original video and therefore give it more traffic and views. So according to Kevin Ayoka, tastemakers, creative participating communities, complete unexpectedness. These are characteristics of a new kind of media and a new kind of culture where anyone has access and the audience defines the popularity and would drive a video viral on YouTube. Now, I'll also be giving you 3 great strategies you can use to create your very own viral video to achieve branding, leads, and sales for your business. The first strategy is to jump on the bandwagon. This means connecting your video to another video that is already viral on YouTube. Have you ever noticed how after you've seen one video go viral, you'll see dozens of mashups, remixes, and parodies jumping on the bandwagon? It's a norm where people tend to like watching videos that reference things they remember seeing before. It's this sense of participation and involvement that attracted them to watch the video in the first place. How so? Because it simply gives them the feeling that they are in on the joke. That makes them more likely to look kindly on your video and pass it along to their friends. More than 2,000 parodies of Gangnam Style videos were uploaded to YouTube at one point in just 2 weeks of the original video's highest peak of popularity. Some other examples of viral videos are Rebecca Black's Friday and Nyan Cat. So what you can do is when you're going to make a viral video, think about the contents of other recent viral videos and how you can take advantage of their popularity. For example, you can do reaction videos, parodies, reenactments, or other related video content. Viewership on YouTube in the past few years has shown that videos of shorter length generally get more views than longer length videos. This is because humans' attention span on a video is said to be shorter than a goldfish's attention span. The New York Times cited a study on viewer abandonment, in which nearly 1/5 of viewers clicked out of a video in the first 10 seconds. This became more pronounced with videos that were slow to reach the punchline, causing the rate of viewers to click out to double. So making your video short is a crucial optimization method. Keep your content short, focus on images, and craft headlines that say it all. Rich media like GIFs that play on a continuous loop can capture attention effectively without the viewer deeming it taking too much time. So try to include more details in short-length videos. Short length is always good for getting more views and conversions. Some examples of short, informative videos that are usually viral are videos of life hacks, brilliant ideas, and unexpected, useful information. And the third strategy is to go all out on promoting your video. The fastest and most direct way to do this is to connect with other social media platforms. You need rapid distribution to a large group of people very quickly to be able to have something go viral. So you have to make it as easy as possible for people to share your video. You should post your video on YouTube, Vimeo, Facebook, Dig, Tumblr, Reddit, and anywhere else that people are likely to find it and share it. The idea is to spread and promote your video to anyone, anywhere possible. The most popular viral videos didn't become viral by accident. There are companies who spend huge amounts of money to create a viral video that are also spending thousands of dollars, quote, secretly promoting it. They would use multiple YouTube accounts, form sock puppets, and other clandestine methods. Since assuming that you may not have the same resources, what you can do is use what you do have. Send to your friends, relatives, and colleagues who you think would appreciate it and ask them to pass it along. It's by word of mouth and the snowball phenomenon that a video will go viral. So we've come to the end of this module on how to make your video go viral for ultimate business branding through YouTube. Join me in the next one where you'll learn more about YouTube for your business channel.